And now we move on to our second major story. Internet shutdowns in sub-Saharan Africa have cost the region up to $237 million since 2015. This is according to reports to be released by the Collaboration on International ICT Policy for East and Southern Africa, CIPESA. Estimating the cost of internet shutdowns in 10 African countries, CIPESA says it used a newly developed framework to note that the economic losses caused by internet disruption persist far beyond the days on which the shutdown occurs. This, according to it, is because the network disruptions unsettle supply chains and have systemic effects that harm efficiency throughout the economy.
According to this report, internet disruptions, however short-lived, undermine economic growth, disrupt the delivery of critical services, erode business confidence and raise a country's risk profile. However, in sub-Saharan Africa, disruptions have been witnessed during elections in countries such as Chad, Gabon, Gambia, Republic of Congo and Uganda. Public protests have also led to internet disruptions in countries like Burundi, the Central African Republic, Cameroon, DR Congo, Ethiopia, Mali, Niger and more recently in Togo. To better understand the stakes of internet shutdowns on the continent, we speak to Julia Nanfuka of the Department of Communication of the CIPESA, which published this report. Hello, Julia Nanfuka. Countries that shut down internet did so in the name of protecting national security. They could argue that the $200 million plus US can be recuperated. So what's really the impact?
Au-delà de l'aspect purement financier, quel est l'impact réel de ces coupures d'Internet?
We also need to understand that in the moment of an internet shutdown, there is a loss that is affected. In some countries, we have entire livelihoods running on platforms like mobile money. So school payments can be made, hospital payments can be made, transport payments can be made. So for some people, the impact is a whole lot more greater than one would assume it to be. We look at issues of investor confidence. We also need to look at the risk ranking of that particular country. So yes, the effects are there in many ways, and sometimes some countries underestimate the actual impact of the shutdown, and the Christian said, no, we'll recuperate. But at a micro level, it may not necessarily be the case, because once the business opportunity is gone, it is gone. But the same replicates at a national level. Once the investor confidence is gone, it is very hard to recuperate it.
The report stresses the internet as a fundamental human right, yet telecommunication operators carry out these orders from governments. Is there something they can do to reduce these internet shutdowns?
So the issue of telcos are caught in between their licensing obligations to the state and their contractual obligations to the client. So what happens is often the state takes precedence because they're the ones who give them the capacity to operate in a country. So one of the things we have been noting is, how do telcos push back? It's a very tight place to be caught. We actually released a report on it about 2 months ago where we noticed the various cases, or rather the various countries in which the government has made a request about a person's information. Why are they looking for it? So we need to get into that culture. So maybe if we do that, we can get to a point where there is dissuading states from pursuing shutdowns, because they really do not gain.
And a last question. Growing democracies in Africa are likely to see more protests and elections. So what will be the long-term effect if governments keep disrupting the internet?
So the long-term effect is people then build negative perceptions around the use of the internet. And we need to understand that the internet is an enabler of a myriad of many other rights. It's an enabler of access to information. And with access to information, you can get a whole lot more accountability, transparency, and even civic participation by citizens in more governance processes. So when you deny these basic rights, you are building a culture of suspicion and mistrust in the state, which is where, as a continent, we do not have to be, and we do not. So we need to get to a point where we can develop trust in this system. We can develop a relationship between democracy, internet access, because they can work symbiotically together for the betterment of both governments and citizens.